The timing of when advertising can legally begin for real estate developments is one of the most critical compliance issues in Arizona real estate law. The Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADREW, carefully regulates when subdividers and developers may begin marketing, advertising, or offering lots to the public to ensure that no consumer is misled into purchasing or reserving property before it has been fully approved for sale. These regulations are found primarily in ARS, Section 32-2183, ARS Section 32-2185.05, and the Commissioner's Rules R4-28-502, all of which are designed to guarantee consumer protection and full disclosure throughout the development process. Advertising for property that requires a public report may only begin once specific conditions are met, and doing so prematurely constitutes a violation of Arizona law under ARS Section 322183A. A subdivider or licensee is prohibited from offering for sale, leasing, or advertising any lot, parcel, or unit within a subdivision until the ADRE has issued a public report. The public report serves as the foundation for truthful and transparent marketing. It ensures that all material facts about the property, such as access to roads, water, utilities, encumbrances, and zoning, have been reviewed and disclosed to the public. This law protects buyers from entering into contracts for land that has not yet been legally vetted or approved for sale. Advertising too early can create false expectations and mislead consumers into believing the property is ready for purchase. For example, if a developer begins marketing a new residential community by running online ads or posting "coming soon" signs before the public report is issued, this is considered premature advertising under ARS Section 322183. Even if no transactions occur, the act of promoting the lots as available for purchase violates the statute. The ADRE may impose fines, suspend licenses, or revoke the developer's approval for engaging in such conduct. The reason for this restriction is simple. Advertising before full disclosure is equivalent to promising something that may not yet exist in a legally approved form. However, the law provides one narrow exception to this restriction. Advertising for lot reservations under ARS Section 32-2185.05. A subdivider may begin limited advertising for lot reservations before the public report is issued, but only if the advertisements clearly state that no public report has been issued and that reservations are non-binding and fully refundable. The advertisement must include the phrase "no public report issued" in a prominent and legible manner. This disclosure alerts potential buyers that the development is still under review and that no sales contract can be executed until the ADRE approves the public report. Any advertising that omits this phrase violates state law and misleads consumers by implying that the subdivision is already authorized for sale. For example, consider a developer preparing to sell lots in a new 50-lot community in Pinal County. Before the public report is finalized, the developer may advertise lot reservations through approved marketing channels, but the advertisement must clearly display "no public report issued." The developer can accept refundable deposits held in escrow, but cannot close or finalize any sale until the public report has been issued and delivered to the prospective buyer for review. This process ensures that buyers are aware of the preliminary nature of the offering and have the opportunity to review full disclosures before making any financial commitment. Once the ADRE issues the public report, the developer may begin advertising the lots as available for sale. At that point, marketing materials can be expanded to include pricing, features, amenities, and incentives. However, the advertising must still comply with the Commissioner's Rules R4-28-502, requiring the employing broker's name, accurate information, and avoidance of false or misleading claims. For instance, if a subdivision advertises All lots have city water and paved access. That statement must be factually supported by the public report advertising features or amenities not yet constructed, such as future golf course or planned recreation center, must be labeled clearly as proposed to prevent misrepresentation under ARS Section 32-2153A3. It is also important to understand that the public report is not a one-time formality. It may be amended or reissued if changes occur in the subdivision, such as new phases, lot reconfigurations, or alterations to amenities. Advertising for new or modified sections of the development must not begin until the amended public report has been reviewed and approved by the ADRE. This requirement prevents confusion and ensures that all advertising reflects the most accurate and current information available. A relevant example can be found in a 2018 ADRE enforcement case involving a developer in northern Arizona who began advertising Phase 2 homes now available before receiving approval for the amended public report. Although the developer already held a public report for Phase 1, the new section required separate approval. The premature advertising led to administrative penalties and a temporary suspension of sales. This case serves as a reminder that approval applies to specific lots and phases, not the entire project, so advertising must align precisely with the scope of the current public report. In summary, the law in Arizona allows development advertising to begin only after the issuance of a public report, or under the limited circumstances of lot reservations with full disclosure. The timing of advertising is not just a procedural matter. It is a consumer protection safeguard rooted in transparency, honesty, and regulatory oversight. Licensees, subdividers, and brokers must ensure that every advertisement complies with the applicable statutes to maintain the integrity of Arizona's real estate industry review summary. Advertising for property requiring a public report may only begin after the ADRE has issued the report or under the lot reservation provisions of ARS Section 32-2185.05. Any advertisement before approval must clearly include the disclosure, "No public report issued." Lot reservations are allowed only with refundable deposits held in escrow and may not lead to binding sales contracts until the public report is approved. Once issued, all advertising must comply with R4-28-502, ensuring accuracy, broker identification, and truthful representation. Violations can result in fines, suspension, or revocation of the developer's license or approval. Discussion: why is it illegal to advertise lots in a subdivision before a public report is issued? Answer: because ARS Section 322183A prohibits advertising or offering lots before full disclosure and ADRE approval. To protect consumers from buying unapproved property. What phrase must appear in any advertisement for a subdivision before the public report is issued? Answer: no public report issued, as required by ARS Section 32-2183C. Can a developer advertise lot reservations before a public report is issued? Answer: yes, but only if the advertisements include "no public report issued" and deposits are refundable and held in escrow in compliance with ARS Section 32-2181.0310. Closing remarks. The ability to advertise real estate developments in Arizona carries significant legal responsibility. The public report system was created to ensure full disclosure and protect consumers from fraudulent or premature marketing practices. Understanding when advertising may begin and what must be disclosed is a cornerstone of ethical development marketing. For brokers and developers, following these laws is not just about compliance. It reflects the professionalism and trust that define Arizona's real estate community. By respecting the public report process and timing advertising correctly, real estate professionals uphold both the law and the public's confidence in the integrity of the industry.